made on Ridgeway Sports Podcast, episode 47. Hunter Keister back with
K-Mac. Let's go.
Here we go, back another week in sports, and we are here to cover the NFL action for this week 11 November, mid-November, almost Thanksgiving.
Yep. Approaching it.
Fall going into winter, and we got a good week. We got a good week of NFL action, and it kicks off tomorrow, 8:15, Amazon Prime, Tennessee taking on Green Bay in Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
4-6 Green Bay, 6-3 Tennessee. Green Bay with a huge win last week against the Cowboys.
31-28.
And the Titans have been cruising. They lose to the Chiefs, but then bounce back last week with a close win over the Broncos.
A game I felt went the way I thought it would go. Just a win for them. Not too flashy, but just a win.
In this matchup, I mean, this is a good one. You got Rodgers and that, subpar Green Bay offense. You got Green Bay defense now missing some pieces with Rashawn Gary going down.
Rashawn Gary gone for the season.
That's huge.
Big blow.
That sucks. So
and
bad.
they're without their second-year corner.
That's what I thought. I thought they were missing a corner too.
I think, no, not CJ. It was Eric Stokes, their corner, who was pretty decent for them as a number 2.
Yeah, he's real good.
Pretty good there. I believe Green Bay is the favorite in this game.
Green Bay by 3.
Yeah, I think this is a good matchup. But I'm going to pick the Tennessee Titans in this game. I think Mike Vrabel comes down with a good game plan against that Packers offense, and they don't go off for 31. I believe, maybe Traylon Burks coming back is a bit of a gain. Ryan Tannehill playing another week. I think they just find a way to get it done here, like 24-17. Tennessee win.
Yeah, I also was going to pick, by the way, the Titans. I think that Rodgers is able to keep this one semi-close, but I like maybe a 27-21, 27-20 type game.
Yeah.
Where the Packers offense just kind of gets overpowered at the end, and maybe they give up a late touchdown to lose. But I like this. It's a good matchup. Thank God the latest Thursday night games haven't been so hot.
Carolina on Atlanta last Thursday. Rainstorm, just not the most ideal matchup. I think this one will be good.
You can't make it up. You can't make it up.
1 o'clock Sunday, November 20th. Open up with Chicago Bears at Atlanta Falcons. This is a weird matchup. Two scrambling, rushing type quarterbacks in Fields and Mariota. I'm probably gonna pick the Bears on this one. Honestly, I don't know how Atlanta's offense works. It's weird, man. It's weird. I don't know how they score.
For sure.
I think Justin Fields has been playing so good the last month and a half. It's like he just goes off, and I think he'll put up 20 points for Atlanta to cover. So, give me the Bears like 24-17.
Atlanta's favored at home, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Did they get Cordero Patterson back?
Yeah, he came back 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so he's back. They're pretty healthy. 4-6 Atlanta, 3-7 Chicago. Both teams are like bottom feeders.
Yeah, Bears come off that loss versus Detroit.
The Bears are 1-4.
Atlanta comes off that win that loss versus Carolina. Yeah. So both teams come off a loss.
I'm taking the Falcons.
Taking the Falcons.
23-17.
Ooh, all right, close game. This one is not going to be a close game. Carolina Panthers going to Baltimore Ravens. Baker Mayfield is starting this week. Will bake? I don't see it. He hasn't been baking at all this year. Ravens come off a bye week. I think Lamar and them just put too much pressure on Carolina's offense to score and ultimately come out with a big win, like 31 or 28-10. I think Mark Andrews comes back this week, if I'm not mistaken. That'd be a huge addition for them. So I got to go with Lamar and the Ravens here for sure.
Yeah, Baltimore is favored by 13 in this game at home, and I think they easily could cover that with the likes of Lamar Jackson and that explosive offense, especially if Mark Andrews makes his return to the offense and Lamar gets his favorite weapon back for this game. The Panthers are 0-4 this season on the road,
Ooh.
and I don't think that will get much better for them this week.
No upset here.
No. I think it is just a open and close 17-point win for the Ravens.
Most definitely. On to the next 1 o'clock game. Cleveland Browns heading to Buffalo Bills. And what should be a snowy type of game. It's supposed to be snowing really bad the days leading up to that game, and maybe even snowing that day. I haven't looked at the weather that much. But yikes, Buffalo coming off of 2 losses. Vikings and Jets, back-to-back weeks, I'm pretty sure. Browns just got spanked by the Dolphins.
Yeah.
You know, interesting matchup because Cleveland's probably the better running team, honestly, I would say. I mean, Buffalo, it's like half the time their leading rusher is Josh Allen.
Singletary's actually been having a good year. He had a couple of touchdowns.
He's actually been
last week.
Pretty productive a little bit, yeah. I just feel like they don't really run the ball,
right.
So it's kind of hard to judge them. But I can't see Buffalo losing 3 straight. I can't see it, man.
No.
I think Cleveland gets rolled here, to be honest with you.
Yeah, definitely. This is another one. 17 plus. The Bills, they're at home. They easily win this game to me.
28-10?
Yeah.
28-10?
I would say like 24-13 at the best.
Yeah.
Best case
I
scenario.
can see 13.
Best case scenario for the Browns, but
is 13.
Give me like 30-13 probably.
All right. Next matchup, Washington Commanders heading to Houston for a matchup. Washington heads off of that big win versus Philadelphia Monday night. Some controversial calls. Got the win. Houston with the loss to the Giants. Close game, 16-24, I think. I'm going to go with Commanders. I think they keep rolling here. Maybe they gain some momentum off of that game. They've won 4 out of the past 5. Houston, they got Dameon Pierce. So this will be a battle of running games. Not much throwing here. Give me Washington to win. I think Chase Young comes back this week too. That'd be huge for them.
Yeah, that's huge. For sure. I think I'm going to go Commanders just on the sole fact that Houston just needs to lose. Right now, they just need to tank. They need the highest draft pick they can possibly
get. They got the number 1 pick, and they have another pick that's in the top 10 because of a trade.
Yeah, they need the best draft pick they can get. So, I mean, I'm picking the Commanders for sure.
Yeah. Next matchup, Philadelphia heading to Indianapolis Colts. Colts with the win last week over the Raiders. Eagles with the loss, like we just mentioned. Does Philly rebound here with the win against Jeff Saturday and the Colts? Matt Ryan, Jonathan Taylor. I think this is a decent matchup because Philadelphia's run defense got exposed.
Right.
Can Jeff Saturday and Jonathan Taylor help take advantage of that? That's the kind of the story here. But even though their defense might be susceptible, exposed to that, I think Philly's offense will score too much against Matt Ryan, though. That's my question there. How are they really gonna if they can't run the ball, then good luck stopping that Eagles offense. Philadelphia, give me 27-14.
Yeah,
27-17, something like that.
I like Jonathan Taylor, but not good enough to keep up with A.J. Brown and Miles Sanders and Devontae and Jalen. With just basically him by himself. I mean, Matt Ryan, the receivers are decent at best, but I just feel he's got too much firepower. So, yeah, I like what Kurt said. Like around a 27-13 type of win for the Eagles in this one.
Heading into a pretty big matchup here, divisional matchup. New York Jets going to New England Patriots. The Patriots already beat them once. This is a big game. Big game because that division is really close right now with those 4 teams. I think the Jets get a big win here and tie the series 1-1. You know, Zach Wilson needs to play better. Losing Breece Hall was a big loss for them. They come off a bye week. Patriots come off a bye week. This is a big game. could be a pretty good game too. I like the Jets here to tie it up 1-1. I like 24-20. Jets win.
I am going to pick the Patriots in this game versus the Jets, and I'll tell you why. So, the Jets were looking fantastic at full strength, but these injuries, I just think they killed them. And, the Patriots are a real tweener team trying to make that jump to that next level. Right now I feel like they're right in the middle, like in the hunt, and they can really go put themselves into contention with a nice win. And I think a nice home win against the Jets, a nice 7-point win, would suffice for them. Probably around like a 21-14 type game.
Yeah, for them to win for sure.
They'd have to keep it low scoring. I mean, I like Zach Wilson. I like that offense, but give me Ramondre Stevenson to carry the load and try to keep that on the ground, and give me the Patriots for a close win.
Next 1 o'clock game, Los Angeles Rams heading to New Orleans Saints. Both teams come off of a loss. Saints lost to Pittsburgh. Rams lost to Cardinals. I don't know if Stafford's playing this week. No Cooper Kupp. This is a winnable game for the Saints.
It's just that's what I'm just trying to think about.
It's a winnable game for the Saints.
It's just the quarterback situation, man. Good lord. They could not have messed this up any worse for the post-Drew Brees era.
Honestly,
they really have just shot themselves in the foot.
They didn't really invest any draft picks into it.
Yeah, and now they have no first.
Nope. The Eagles have their first-round pick, so
miserable.
This is a weird game. Yeah. I mean, I'm picking the Saints though. I'm taking the Saints to get a win. They've lost so many games. They need to win some. I'm just honestly, this is a winnable game without Cooper Kupp. How are the Rams going to score?
Yeah.
Tyler Higbee? I mean, come on. How are they going to? They don't got no run game. So I'm taking the Saints. Give me the Saints and a. You know what? 17-10 win. 17-10. You heard it here first. 17-10.
Real low scoring.
Real low scoring.
Saints are favored by 3.5 in this game.
I'll take Saints 17-10.
That's pretty crazy. Man, I mean, God, I just have no faith in this. Whoever the Saints are throwing out, Rifle, I think it's going to be Red Rifle. I have no faith in the Saints quarterbacks. But I think that not having Cooper Kupp is just too much.
That's what I'm saying.
For Stafford. I like how Kurt was going. Maybe a little higher scoring for me. Maybe like a 24-7. No, like a 21. 21.
The Saints ain't score. If the only way they score that much is if their defense gets turnovers.
21-14 Saints win.
I can see that. On the next game, Detroit Lions heading to New York Giants. Detroit comes off a win versus Chicago last week. Giants with a win over Houston. Ooh. I'm feeling a big Saquon. I'm feeling a good Saquon day here versus that Lions defense. I don't trust Jared Goff on the road. He does not perform well on the road. Giants have a pretty good defense as well. And I think Daniel Jones has hard for me to see the Giants not getting at least 24 points. So give me the Giants and 24-10 win.
Yeah, I think the Giants also get a pretty easy win against the Lions. The Lions had a great win against the Bears, but they're still a very bad football team with a very bad run defense. And I predict Saquon will be able to run all over them, as well as Daniel Jones, who is very capable of using his legs to run.
Honestly.
So
low-key mobile.
I think it could be a very heavy ground day for the Giants, but I predict a nice easy win for them, for sure.
All right. On to the 4 o'clock games. The first one, Las Vegas Raiders heading to Denver for a game. Division game. And honestly, this one's easy for me. I'm taking Denver. The Raiders are toast. They're done. GG to them. Their season's that's a wrap. That loss last week to the Colts was embarrassing. That really put the dagger in them.
Yep.
I think at this point they're just reeling. They're done. They're done toast.
Wow, they are two.
Give me Denver. Give me Denver like 17 to like 10.
Right.
17 to like
17
13.
might be pushing it.
16-13. Broncos win.
You know, I like it.
16-13. Broncos win.
So looking at this, the Raiders sit at 2-7. They are 0-5 on the road this season.
Boom. That's what I mean.
0-5 on the road. Broncos 3-6. They look to turn around. Russell Wilson, you know, they take a close loss to the Titans, respectable for sure. After their win against the Jaguars, I like them too. I like them.
It's just hard not to pick Denver because how Las Vegas just looks.
Yeah, Las Vegas just looks lost.
Like Denver, at least has some pride, but Las Vegas, come on. How many blown leads is that now?
What is your excuse now, DC? Like, Devontae Adams, like, he still doesn't even have 1,000 yards.
That's crazy.
Most of these top receivers are nearing 1,000 yards, and Devontae Adams just, you know, he's on pace with everybody, but he should be, you know, he should be where Jefferson's at right now.
Honestly.
Jefferson, 69 receptions, 1,060 yards. Devontae Adams, 57 receptions, 784.
Yikes.
So
I don't know there's that big of a gap.
Right. And he's above everybody else, but like Terry McLaurin, for example, only has 46 receptions and he has 737 yards.
I mean, he does have more touchdowns than they do.
He does have more touchdowns than all of them, pretty much. Yeah,
and he's had 99 targets.
Wow.
So 75 receptions on 99 targets. 99. So that's 24 misses. Either he dropped them or they weren't catches or whatever.
Right.
Back to the schedule, though. Yeah, Denver. All right. On to the first 4:25 game. The game most of the country will be watching because it's going to be televised. Dallas Cowboys heading to Minnesota Vikings for a big 4:25 matchup.
Dang, there's a lot of good matchups.
Yes, there is. Dallas comes off of a loss versus Green Bay. Game they choked 28-14 the fourth quarter. Minnesota comes off of a win, very shady in my opinion. A win versus Buffalo, still big time for them. Kirk Cousins versus Dak Prescott. Who are we going with here?
I am going to pick the Cowboys. I think the Vikings win was a fluke last week. Some terrible missed calls. I mean, the Vikings put themselves in a position to win, but there was just some very blatant misses, and the Josh Allen fumble. Just everything just looked shady and suspicious, and I just, you know, NFL, I don't know. Dallas is favored by 1.5, and I think the Cowboys really can't afford a loss if they want to stay near the top of the NFC, sitting at 6-3 already, where the Vikings are at 8-1 and can afford a loss.
Yeah, because they're going to win that division.
Right.
Yeah, for me, I was going to take Dallas because when you look at these matchups with Dak versus Kirk Cousins, Dak pretty much owns Kirk Cousins, and it's crazy because back in Washington, like, I don't know, Kirk Cousins lost to Cooper Rush last year. I've just never been a big Kirk fan, even though he has some game-winning drives this year.
It's that Michigan State, and I just never liked
I just
liked him.
I just like Dallas' defense to not let up 31 points this week. But Minnesota's offense is very dangerous, though.
Yeah.
Give me Dallas 27-20. Dallas 27-20.
Nice.
Big win. That'll be a big win.
Yeah.
On to the next 4:25 game. The Cincinnati Bengals coming to Pittsburgh for a big division matchup. Cincinnati comes off of a bye week last week, and we come off a win. We've already beat them once. Bro threw like 4 interceptions. They don't got Jamar Chase. We got TJ Watt. I don't know, Hunter.
Who? This one's close, I think.
The Bengals are coming out in all white uniforms. Pittsburgh's wearing those color rushes. It's about to look nice. I gotta take the homies. I'm taking the homies this weekend. We're speaking in existence right now. Pittsburgh will get this win 20-17.
Close ass game.
We are going to sweep
Pittsburgh.
the Bengals. If Jamar Chase was playing, I'd pick them, but I think he's...
The Bengals still have a lot of... I mean, Joe Mixon.
They do got Joe Mixon, though.
Higgins. Tyler Boyd. Joe Burrow, who's going to want to come back and play for a better game, knowing he had a really bad first one.
But I mean, that line has not been good.
That line has not been good, though.
You know they're about to try to expose that.
TJ Watt coming back is huge for Pittsburgh. This game is really close, like Kurt said. But if the Bengals want to keep their season alive, it's a
must-win for them.
It starts Sunday.
For me, it's a win-win either way. I mean, if we beat them, that'd be cool. If not, that's fine.
It's not a loss.
But Bengals, they need this win.
Yeah.
They can't lose this, or they're in some serious trouble.
I agree. And
they can't let the Ravens get a big lead on them, or it's done.
For that reason, I will take a 23-20 Bengals win.
Should be a good matchup. I hope it's a good game.
Yeah.
On to the night games. Kansas City Chiefs heading to Los Angeles Chargers. It's hard to really give you an answer on this question right now.
The Chargers have nobody. They have nobody playing.
If I'm assuming Keenan Allen and Mike Williams aren't playing, which I don't know if they will.
Pretty sure they already rolled out.
They practiced today, both of them.
Okay.
So they might play, but even then, I got to take Kansas City to win here. You know, assuming those two don't play, just don't think Los Angeles has the offense to keep up. I mean, they lost last week to the Niners. I mean, why would I not pick the Chiefs here?
Wow, they're 5-4 now. That's insane.
Give me the Chiefs 28-17. But if they got Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, they could win. But right now, gotta take the Chiefs, assuming they're not playing.
Yeah, I don't think the Chargers are hanging with the Chiefs. I mean, I like Eckler a lot for sure, but
he can only do so much.
Missing those receivers is huge, and I think that Mahomes can shut up the Chargers defense, and nobody can really guard Travis Kelce. So
I mean, they did play way earlier in the season. It was actually a game we watched on Thursday Night Football Week 2. Mm-hmm. The Chargers should have won that, but they blew it. They dropped like all those interceptions.
Yeah.
So
yeah, give me the Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs
for sure.
Last game of the week, Monday Night Football, November 21st. San Francisco 49ers heading to the desert. Arizona Cardinals.
It's actually in Mexico City. It's in Mexico City.
Mexico City?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
El Estadio Azteca.
Okay. Cool. I am taking the San Francisco 49ers to win this matchup versus Kyler Murray, D. Hopkins. No Zach Ertz. He's done for the season. Ooh. Niners defense, I think, is going to... I think they're going to hold down Kyler Murray and D-Hop. I just don't see them really eating like that.
Yeah.
And I don't think Arizona's defense matches up good against San Fran's offense.
Cardinals.
Too many weapons.
Cardinals are overrated. I've been saying that all year.
Jimmy G, Debo, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey. And they're using that other running back too now.
Right.
So.
Elijah Mitchell.
Yep. Give me the Niners 24-13. Niners 24-13.
I like a Niners convincing win too. I think that the Cardinals are overrated. Kyler Murray's at this point average, and not a real ground game. And I think that they just don't have enough to guard Kittle and Debo and
too much
plethora of running backs they're gonna throw at him. It's just too much for him, I think. So yeah, give me the Niners convincingly.
So that'll do it then for Week 11 NFL picks.
Yes, it will. All right, let's get into some fantasy football action. Things are heating up right now in fantasy football.
Oh yeah, this is prime time now. This is where you gotta make that second half push.
In Kurt and I's league, I sit at 5-5. I ended up picking up a 159-131 victory over my buddy Brandon, so that was huge. Tua went off for 25, Saquon 23, Jalen Waddle 10, Freiermuth 7, Mike Evans 10, DK Metcalf, 13. My saving grace, Justin Jefferson, 36.
Yeah, that catch he had on 4th down was nasty.
Right.
That one-handed catch was crazy.
Tyler Bass, 12. Aaron Donald, 5. Rashad Evans, 8. And Edwards for Philadelphia, 8 as well. I left points on the bench with Singletary putting up 15 points. So he could have had a little bit more, but still pick up the win. Can't complain. And as for my matchup this week,
dun dun dun,
Kurt and I square off head to head, and this matchup could not be any more closer. It was separated by 1 point, not even last time we played. And it is projected to be a 143.09 to 143.85 win for Kurt again. If I lose by under a point to Kurt again, I'm gonna lose it.
I'm more or less I'm just so weak about the fact.
Especially Kurt's
it really shows a projection to win again by less than a point. Right. And if that happens, I would just be done. I'd be like, man. Yo.
And that would make me so mad because Kurt's pretty much already locked him a playoff spot. He's not getting first. And a loss...
No, not unless Derek slips up.
Yeah, a loss for me almost knocks me out of it. Because I think Tim has a tiebreaker over me. So
yeah. But, Tim... he's playing Owen.
Owen has a lineup. Owen should have a lineup.
I talked to Owen. I was like, you should definitely make some moves. And then, what do you know? He gets Tony Pollard and he gets 25. He knows beat me. So...
Oh, wow. Tony Pollard's been on the waiver wire all year.
He's been chilling there.
That's how you know.
Because we all got 8 man. But, if Sean was playing... Anyways.
Right.
Back to the matchup. This is a big matchup this week. We come off the win last week. We won 162.80 to 147.74. Led the whole league in scoring this week. The main scorers were Christian Kirk with 31. Aaron Jones with 25. Could have had Justin Fields, who had 39, but oh well. Still got the win. So this week, we got a pretty good matchup. But we got to keep winning. That's the goal. So, should be some good matchups. Justin Fields versus Burrow. That's pretty nice. Eckler versus Barkley. Who knows? McCaffrey. It's just there's matchups everywhere, so it's going to be close. And then the other league, we're fighting. We're on a 2-game. We're on a 3-game or 2-game win streak, and we're just going to keep fighting. That's all I can say. Oh man.
For sure. In my Home Depot work league, I'm taking on my buddy Sean. Top of the league here. He is the number 1 team, sitting at 8-2, and I sit at the 5th best team with a record of 6-4 in the 12-man league that I'm in. So the matchup is a pretty good one. In this matchup, I am on top of the projections, but another really close game. 127 to 125. I'm projected to win this matchup. And the matchup is Jimmy Garoppolo versus Joe Burrow. Devontae Smith versus Stephon Diggs. CeeDee Lamb versus A.J. Brown. Austin Eckler versus Aaron Jones. Tony Pollard versus Joe Mixon. George Kittle versus T.J. Hawkinson. Ramondre Stevenson versus Devontae Foreman. Tyler Bass, Maher for Dallas, and then the Rams defense versus Dallas's defense.
Woo! That's another close matchup, man. Phew. That's another barn burner.
I'm going to be sweating much.
Yeah, you're going to be sweating Sunday, bro. I'm probably hanging on you like, Hunter, why are you so sweaty? And you're going to be just take 3 showers that day. Hunter's about to take 3 showers that day.
These are real important matchups, too.
This is a big Sunday. It really is.
Yeah.
Is that all we got for fantasy?
Yeah, I think so. Throwing in a little something different here. We are going to go from the start of the college basketball season, which was Monday, November 7th, and we are just going to talk about the Big Ten games and just kind of how the seasons went so far for each Big Ten team. Indiana comes in as the favorite to win the Big Ten this year. They are ranked 13th in the country. Jackson Davis is their star player. Their first game was Monday night against Morehead State. They win 88-53 with Jackson Davis scoring 15 and getting 7 rebounds. Let's see. Purdue Fort Wayne versus Michigan as the 22-ranked Wolverines took on Purdue Fort Wayne. They win 75-56. A really good game. Michigan pulled away in the second half. Headlined by Hunter Dickinson, 22 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks. Purdue's best player was Plantinus, 13 points, 12 rebounds. Looking at Illinois' first game, they're ranked 23. They took on Eastern Illinois, and they won 87-57. Illinois' best player, Hawkins, put up 23 and 12. Michigan State, unranked to start the year. That's insane.
Whew.
Wow. Unranked to start the year.
I thought they beat Kentucky the other night, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why did they? That can't be right. I feel like that can't be right. Oh my God, it is right. I think it is. They're unranked. I'm in shock. Wow. They win against Northern Arizona, 73-55. Hauser for Michigan State put up 18 and 10. For the Spartans, Rutgers versus Columbia. Rutgers wins 75-35. Spencer for Rutgers put up 17 and 6 steals in this game.
Woo.
That's insane.
Oh,
Penn
man.
State, unranked, played Winthrop, and they won 93-68. Penn State's guard Pickett puts up 23 points, leads the way for them. Ohio State versus Robert Morris. Ohio State wins 91-53, with Sewing putting up 20 points and 3 steals for Ohio State. Maryland versus Niagara, 71-49, with Scott for Maryland putting up 18 and 6. Let's see. Iowa versus Bethune-Cookman, 89-58. Perkins for Iowa, 16 points. Northwestern versus Chicago State, 85-54. 20 points for Barron. Nebraska, Maine, 79-66. Greasel for Nebraska, 22 points, 9 rebounds. Good day there. Wisconsin, South Dakota, 85-59. Wisconsin wins. Wow for Wisconsin, 19 and 10. And Minnesota escapes against Western Michigan, 61-60 to start the year. Cooper, a guard for Minnesota, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists. Almost gets a triple-double in the first game, and they barely beat Western Michigan by 1 point. What a start to the year.
Wow.
Looking at Tuesday, Purdue had their first matchup against Milwaukee. They win 84-53. Eddie for Purdue puts up 12 points, 17 rebounds, and 6 blocks. That huge ass dude. Man. Looking at Wednesday, there was nothing. Thursday, we had Indiana, Bethune-Cookman. Indiana 101-49. Wow. Jackson Davis, 21 points, 6 rebounds. Ohio State took on Charleston Southern. They win 82-56, with Key putting up 17 and 13 for Ohio State. Rutgers and Sacred Heart, 88-50, with Spencer, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Penn State took on Loyola Maryland. And Penn State's guard Winter put up 18 points. Maryland versus Western Carolina, they win 71-51. Reese for Maryland put up 19 and 12. And Nebraska beat Omaha 75-61 with Bandomil 18 points, 6 rebounds. Friday, Gonzaga, Michigan State. Gonzaga actually won that game by 1 point. I thought that Michigan State won, but Gonzaga won that game 64-63. Wow, Timmy put up 22 points for Gonzaga, and Cisco put up 14 and 9 for the Spartans in the loss. Eastern Michigan versus Michigan. Whew, just sweated that one out. I watched most of that game, and Michigan barely won that game, 88-83. Imani Bates put on for the Scouts, 30 points. He had a phenomenal game. That was a great game to watch, honestly. And then Hunter Dickinson comes back and matches that with a 31-7 game in what was an epic game that I was not expecting, but for sure was definitely fun to watch. And Michigan gets the win. They improved to 2-0. Illinois versus Kansas City. They win 86-48 with Dianga, 20 points, 15 rebounds, 5 blocks. What a night. Purdue versus Austin P, 63-44. Eddie puts up 30 points and 11 rebounds. Minnesota versus St. Francis Brooklyn, 72-54. Payne puts up 12 and 8. Wisconsin versus Stanford, 60-50. Crow for Wisconsin, 9 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks. Northwestern versus Northern Illinois, 63-46. With Baran, 15 points, 3 blocks. And Iowa took on North Carolina A&T, and they put up 112 points.
Oh my goodness.
112-71. Murray puts up 22 and 8 rebounds. Let's look at Saturday, the 12th. Rutgers beat UMass Loyal 73-65. Oh my God, what is that? Omore UG 22-15-3 for Rutgers. Let's keep it going here. We got Illinois Monmouth 103-65. Shannon Jr. for Illinois put up 30 points, 8 rebounds. DePaul beats Minnesota. DePaul's 3-0. They're actually pretty good at basketball.
Ooh.
They beat Minnesota, hand them their first loss of the season, 69-53. Johnson put up 20 points, 8 rebounds, and Garcia put up 19 and 6 for Minnesota. Penn State beats Butler. That's a good win. 68-62 against Butler, with Pickett recording a triple-double, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. Tuesday, we had Kentucky get beat by unranked Michigan State. They avenged their 1-point loss against Gonzaga, and they beat the number 4 ranked Kentucky 86-77. Hauser for Michigan State once again goes off, 23 and 8. Tosibue for Kentucky put up 22, 18 rebounds, and 4 blocks. What a game. Northwestern beats Georgetown 75-63 as Angie, the Northwestern guard, puts up 17. Spears for Georgetown puts up 22, 6 assists and 3 steals. Maryland beats Binghamton 76-52. Reese puts up 19.7 rebounds. Purdue barely beats Marquette 75-70 to improve to 3-0. Eddie puts up 20 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks. And Wisconsin beat Green Bay 56-45 Davis put up 11 points in the win. And as for tonight, Michigan beats on Pittsburgh 91-60. Hunter Dickinson leads the way 11-7 for Michigan. Burton put up 14 for Pitt. Ohio State took on Eastern Illinois. They win 63-45. Key for them put up 10 points, 14 rebounds. And Iowa took on Seton Hall and beat them 83-67 to improve to 3-0. And Murray put up 29 points, 11 rebounds. That'll pretty much do it for the basketball portion. Got that all caught up. Got fantasy. Got pick'em done. I think that'll do it, Kurt. You got anything else you want to add?
No.
All right. Well, that'll do it. Another podcast in the books. Wednesday night. One more week till Thanksgiving, and a whole lot more fun happens.
Oh yeah.
It's almost that time. Let's go. I'm excited. But we hope you guys enjoy this podcast. And like, share, comment, leave some feedback. Let us know if we should change or move or add or delete anything. Just
anything.
Give us anything. We're looking for the feedback right now. But we hope you guys enjoyed. And we will see you guys again Friday night.
Adios.
Peace.